made a pot roast last night. I sauteed it, pressure cooked it, and then slow cooked it for 9 hours. And so it's ready. I'm letting it cool off right now, but it's just, I always clean my appliances when I'm done with them. Cuts down on the bug factor. Clean off the countertop. In the breezeway, and it has remained clean. I have a wood burning stove that is going to be a project this fall, but as you can see, everything is clean and tidy out here. I never did finish this because it's just too hot. I'm not working in here in the summertime, and as you can hear, there's a lot of noise going on. There is gasoline for the lawnmower, a towel for the seat, and cleaning supplies, and everything is clean. So let me go get everything I need to get this pear planted. I need to go get the lawnmower, get the wagon. I'm going to put all the debris in the wagon and go put it on the compost pile. Shovels, things like that, because it's going to rain around noon. It's 9 o'clock now, and I think that'll give me just enough time. As you can hear, they're doing landscaping across the street at a business. That was my water heater kicking in, and I got a rooster outside who's very excited about something. The radio that you hear, and I'm sure you've listened to the radio, not being able to hear what they say, but I'm sure you've been able to hear the radio in the background in a lot of my videos. And this is the apartment I'm going to be tearing down this fall. And I keep a radio playing out there, so in case any strangers start looking around, they'll think somebody's in there. So that's probably a security tip for you as well. Also, if you play a radio out in your garden, it keeps deer away too. Eventually I will, since I have deer for the first time in my life, I'm going to be putting, eventually, getting a motion sensor or motion detector water sprinklers, so if the deer come back in my garden, it'll activate and spray and scare the deer. So enough talking, let's go. So what I'm going to do is get all my supplies together, then go get my lawnmower, load it up, and get out in the garden. Those bugs indicate you're going to have a bad day outside. Every time I start filming, she comes out and starts mowing. There's a long history of hate with her, but whatever. So this citrus right here, I got for free, and someone took it out of the dirt and threw it inside of a kiddie pool. And I tried to save it, but I couldn't, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'm going to dig it up, and I'm going to plant this hood pear right here. As you can see, she's lingering a little too long just to aggravate me. So all this area right here is where it's going to be completely redone. This tree right here and that tree right there and possibly this one are all going to be removed because she's just going to sit there and do that. I don't know what her problem is, but at any rate, so all that's going to be removed. I'm going to be replacing this tree here, that one, and that one with fruit trees. The immune system on these two crepe myrtles is extremely suppressed and they are not doing well at all, and it's been like this for a decade. So I tried everything, it's just not going to get better, so I'm just going to have to do what I have to do. Now I hate to cut down a tree, but if you plant and replace, then I don't really see a problem. So let's go ahead and get this dug up. Oh, I got an entourage. Uh-oh. Here comes my fan club. So I'm gonna let my neighbor be what she is, and I'm just gonna be cool like Fonzie. So let's get planted. What I should do is find all the video when I come outside to film. She comes outside to mow or weed eat. It's hilarious. Here's Daddy. I was really hoping that this would make it, but it didn't. I mean, it barely had any feeder roots on it. The taproot was fine, but I broke these off. These were very long, but as you can see, if I try to scratch the bark, there is no green in here. This poor thing. I tried. So I'm going to do is put the old soil in here, and that way it keeps the area clean. She saw the camera, me pointing it at her, but she'll mow the same mowed grass over and over again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this soil and I'm going to mix it up with that black cow just to help it along, because I'm really not supposed to be planting in the summer, but I need to because I got to get this pear in the ground, and I will supplement water and keep an eye on it. Now, I absolutely hate wearing gloves, but I've got a cut on my hand and I have to wear gloves so I don't get it infected. So, sorry, and it's going to be the devil getting it on because my hands are sweating so bad. I bet you the humidity's like 70%. Look at this. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, I planted it a little high or proud because it will sink over time since I disturbed the soil. And I am going to come over here and I'm going to mulch it. But let me go ahead and clean up my mess and then we'll move on to something else. Now I forgot to give the specs on this hood pear. This hood pear will get about 20 to 30 feet tall to 20 to 25 feet wide. But you can keep your tree any size you want. You don't have to let it grow to its full potential. But full sun, got it. Keep moist until well established. And there we have it. So again, this is the hood pear. Just because I'm right here. I'm gonna go get some water. Alright, I got some water out of the pond and I think the fish emulsion would help. Won't hurt, huh? I'm gonna have to put some more dirt. Alright, before we get started, I'm going to go put a trail cam on that on that fruit tree because I just don't trust her. Because I don't trust her. I'm afraid she'll probably poison it or something. I mean, that's how bad it is. This bed I'm not going to do very much with because I'm about to harvest my onions. I got a white onion and then I've got some red onions. I got my cayenne pepper. My habaneros are starting to turn on me, which is good. I got 3 red onions, 1 white onion. And I've got a bell pepper here. This is about 3 years old and it's just not producing very well. I got a volunteer French marigold. They came off of this one. And my jalapenos, which are starting to turn. Let's see what else. The tomatoes, I'm just gonna get rid of because all I want to do is plant peppers. This is a serrano pepper. This is my serrano. This is my ghost pepper. And this is my poblano. I hate to throw these tomatoes out, but all they're doing is rotting on the plant. I'm gonna leave my collards. I'm gonna tear out this dill, but I will keep the seed and sprinkle the seed around the edge of the property. Over here, these are gonna come out. They're not producing, well, I mean, they produce pretty good. Nobody's eating them. I'm leaving the basil and the marigold. Over here, the tomato, this is, I don't even know what this was. I thought it was aroma. But anyway, these are coming out. They're sickly, and so is this cucumber. It's gotta go. The eggplants have gotta go. I gotta remember not to just reach in here and pull this thing out because it's got thorns. This is that Japanese eggplant. Nobody's eating it. And I'm gonna leave my vine alone. I waited too long. I totally forgot about my pumpkin. And my watermelon and my watermelon. I'm gonna leave the vine, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick my watermelon. It's way too late to pick them, but we'll see how they did. In my loofahs. So I may just leave this. I don't know if I have a nest inside. Let me look. No, I have no nest in here. I have no nest in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these bed. Oh, and then I have one more bed over here. And these are my bell peppers that are 2 or 3 years old. Look how woody that stalk is. And some more bell pepper. I'm going to retire these bell peppers this year. They're just too old. They're not producing very well. I may leave the sweet alyssum. I'm surprised it lasted this long. And I'm definitely leaving the French marigolds. I'll take out the old ones. Save the seed if there are any. I got some volunteering down here, which I'll leave them. And just scatter the seeds along with this dill. So it's just too hot for me out here, but I'm gonna hurry up and get this done. So let me go ahead and get this done. It is extremely hot out here. I hope my camera doesn't overheat, but I'll get done what I can. I'm just gonna throw it all in the back of the wagon and then throw it out here in my compost pile, which is right over here. fall. But I got the bed's empty except for what I want to keep. I may not keep these collards. They're tree collards. I may relocate those. I can't do it this summer. But I got the beds done. And now I'm going to go and empty everything. I gotta harvest some things over here, and we'll do that when I get back. But I gotta get this camera out of the sun. When I pile things up like this, it really helps other animals. So, oh golly, that thing is heavy. We'll open it up in a minute. Let's go get the other one. That one I'm just gonna have to leave it to rot. There is no way I'll be able to get that thing out of there. And plus it's full of pickle worm, so we're just gonna leave it. Let's see if I can't show you that pickle worm. See that pickle worm? So I'm just gonna leave this one on the vine to let the wildlife eat it. I don't know, but I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. And I have this one and another one. I think it's just sunburned. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh yeah, let's get that one. And you know what? As you can see, I grew watermelon in these IKEA shopping bags. I used them as grow bags. So you absolutely 100% positively can grow watermelon and other food inside of these bags. And when you're done, you fold them up and tuck them away. They store flat, and if you live in a small space, this is perfect. So I am quite pleased with how this turned out. I'm going to leave the plant just to see what happens, because I don't know. And I have another one right over there. Now that one grew off of this trellis. So I'm going to pick this and see what it looks like. Oh. I don't know what variety this is. I got these seeds from a guy in India. So I don't even know what they're supposed to look like when they're ripe. So let's go. Let me go put this up, and then we'll do some more gardening, and then we'll cut these open to see what they look like on the inside. Ooh. All right, let me climb in here. Are there any more? Look how pretty that is. I think I'm just going to leave my loofah. When you grow loofah, you let it dry on the vine. Some people, I think, go ahead and pick it. I'm not sure, but or to eat. So I have another loofah right here, and this thing is quite long. Where is it? There it is. There's another loofah. There's that one. There's a baby one right there trying to develop. You see it? That little squiggly thing? Oh, here's one. There we go. And it's putting on more flowers, and as I've said in other videos, the ants absolutely love loofah. Oh, here's one. Check it out. There we go. Woo. And it's about to flush out some more. I don't think I have enough time in the season to grow anymore. Oh, and here's one. Oh wow, look how big that one is. And is that the same one? Oh, it grew through the cattle panel. Alright. So I think that's it on the loofah. So I'm just going to leave these plants here because the bees are still going in and out of them. And I want to leave all that for the wildlife. And I'll just update you as I need to. And here's another one. This one didn't get pollinated or something. But yeah, just growing loofah is fun. It's great fodder for your cattle, or your livestock rather. And I did have one bitter melon, and I didn't see it, and it rotted. But it's got seeds that I will be saving. The only one, probably because it got crowded out. But I have seeds. See how those little small leaves? Those are the bitter melon. And I don't see anything else except for my basil. And I'm just going to let this rot. Over here in this bed are tree collards and tree kale. And these seeds I got from Dan of Plant Abundance. So I'm just going to neaten these up. These grow year round. These are perennials. So what I do is I just take the bottom leaves off. And these actually, I've heard, because I didn't cook them, but my neighbor cooked them, and she said they tasted better than regular collards. Guys, I'm sorry about that. The battery died because it's so hot. I had to bring the camera in the house underneath the ceiling fan in order for it to cool off. So what I have left to do is I have a Leyland cypress, and when I bought it and the guy gave it to me, he had to dig it up because the taproot had grown into the ground and while it was still in the bucket, and he broke the taproot off, so it died. It just couldn't handle the heat, and we've had a very, very dry summer. And so what I'm going to do is pull it up, put it on my compost pile, and I got a free one from a friend of mine who owns a nursery, and it just needed to go. Nobody wanted it because it was just kind of, it just had lingered in the nursery for so many years that it just looks bad. But once it gets out in the sun and into the soil and everything, it's going to do so much better. What are you doing, Busy? But at any rate, I'm going to go out there and plant this. It's going to rain here in about 30 minutes. So, and then after that, I'm going to harvest my red onions and my bell pepper, and I'm going to take them to the ladies at the assisted living.